SS1 First Term Chemistry Week 1, which is Introduction to Chemistry. We have done Part A, and this is Part B of the lecture series. Now, class, let me ask you this question. You walk into a hospital, a patient needs drug. The doctor prescribes the drug. Now, before the drug reaches the patient, somebody had to develop, analyze it, test its quality, and ensure the drug contains the right substances in the right amount. Now, the question is, where do you think that chemistry entered this story? Now, let's leave the hospital. Go to the farm. A farmer needs a fertilizer. Go to the filling station. Somebody is buying petrol. Go to the market. Somebody is buying food that is packaged and preserved. And then look around your classroom or your sitting room. You have plastics there. You have pen, the ink inside. The wall is painted. There are plastic chairs and utensils. All these I have mentioned involve chemistry. So chemistry is not just a subject you study in school. It can become the pathway into many careers, career opportunities. And that leads us to the topic of today. Career prospects tied to chemistry. So the question today is simple. Where can chemistry take you to? In part A, we learned what chemistry is, right? But knowledge becomes much more interesting when we know what we can do with it. Chemistry is connected to healthcare, agriculture, petroleum, food, industry, and what have you. It is these connections that chemistry has with all these things I mentioned that create different career opportunities. And so the next is career. What is career? Career is a long-term professional pathway built through education, training, skill, and experience. That is career. Now, what is career prospects in chemistry? Simply put, career prospects in chemistry are professional pathways where chemistry knowledge is useful. Professional pathways where chemistry knowledge is useful. Now, this brings us to the question. Where are those career prospects that require the knowledge of chemistry? In fact, that is the real business of this part of the series. Now, let us start with something that almost everybody has encountered, which is medicine. So, number one is pharmacology / pharmaceutical and health industry. This is a professional pathway that requires the knowledge of chemistry because before the drug that doctors prescribe gets to you, these people had already worked on it to ensure that one, it is safe, and two, it contains the right chemical substances, right? There are notable professionals in this career, and they are pharmacologists, pharmaceutical chemists, pharmacists, etc. So without these people, the entire hospital becomes useless because hospital is where you get treatment, majorly through administration of drugs. And these people are drug specialists, right? Number two career pathway that requires chemistry knowledge is medical laboratory science. Whenever a doctor requests a lab test, these people ensure that they collect sample, analyze it, and provide relatable scientific information about the sample and the person they collected it from. The following professionals are notable in medical lab science. They are medical lab scientists, clinical chemists, and medical lab technologists. Now, let's go to the farm. The next is agricultural chemistry. It's a career path. There are three questions in agricultural chemistry in which chemistry is very useful. Number one, what makes this soil suitable for crops? Two, what kind of nutrients do crops need to grow? And number three, what kind of substances are present in the fertilizer? These questions are only answered by those who have the knowledge of chemistry. And that is why agricultural chemistry is a career path made for chemistry professionals or those who have adequate knowledge of chemistry. So the following professionals answer the 3 questions I asked. Agrochemical specialists design, produce, analyze, and ensure quality control in fertilizers, just like agricultural chemists. And soil scientists specialize in soil testing to ensure that this plant is suitable and this plant is not suitable for this kind of soil, right? Number 4 is petroleum chemistry. Nigeria is a major oil producing country in Africa, if not the world. And that is why understanding petroleum chemistry is very important to Nigerian students, especially SS1 students. You know, petroleum or crude oil is not just pumped out of the ground and poured into your vehicle. It has to undergo different stages of refining and processing. And there are people in charge of this. And that is why it is a career pathway for professionals that specialize in petroleum chemistry. And these people are petroleum chemists, petrochemical engineers, refining chemists, etc. Now, if I finish this lesson without talking about this very important career path, I am very wrong. And that is food chemistry. Very, very important. Imagine an average Nigerian market. Bread, milk, fruit juice, canned foods. All these things contain different substances. Now, where does chemistry come in? Chemistry helps us to understand the composition of these food materials, their processing, preservation, and importantly, quality, to ensure that people are not being poisoned instead of provided with the problem of food and hunger. So the following professions are notable in food chemistry. They are food chemists, food scientists, and very importantly, quality control analysts. These people analyze the quality of the food, test its safety for the populace. If I continue with career paths, this video will be so exhausting. Therefore, I will mention other career paths and you are left with the option of reading up or researching on them. We have industrial chemistry, we have analytical chemistry, we have environmental chemistry, those who use the knowledge of chemistry to protect our environment. We have chemical engineering, we have forensic science. This is very important, where chemistry knowledge is used to detect criminals or crimes, etc. And one important thing before we conclude, note that studying chemistry does not automatically make you a chemist. Chemistry can be a direct career. It can also form the foundation to other careers. So studying chemistry does not automatically make you a chemist. You become a chemist when it is a direct career. Otherwise, it is a foundation for other careers. So don't ask, what job can chemistry give me? Ask the bigger question, what problem do I want to solve? If you want to improve medicines, chemistry can help. If you want to improve agriculture, chemistry can help. If you want to protect the environment and climate, chemistry can help. And if you want to develop new materials, chemistry can help. I want to give you a class activity. You are going to match these with career areas and paste it at the comment section or send it through my WhatsApp. The WAEC and JAM styled question is displayed on the screen already. Now, we have discovered that chemistry can take us in many directions. There is another side of this chemistry story. Yes, chemistry can solve different problems. Can it also create problems? This question is going to lead us to the next topic, applications and adverse effects of chemistry. Stay tuned on this channel. The next topic will drop soon. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.